well known, right, that Sakurai like decides what needs buffed or nerfed because he plays like Smash with like the office at lunch. So
Uh-huh.
there is some poor Wii Fit main getting his ass beat by Sakurai's Ganon or something.
You know, they've been playing the long game. They refuse to ever actually use header at ledge, so that way, like, he wouldn't know. Look at that! He's able to get. He can close the gap now. He literally just gets to put pressure up.
There's no more end lag on it. I saw Varun tweeting about like some of the stuff that Wii Fit can do out of header now, and it's ridiculous. But if there's someone in this bracket who knows how to deal with Wii Fit, it's probably Suarez. He's got that John Numbers matchup experience.
I was actually just about to point that out to you because, you know, Gentex was talking about NY, not just Numbers, but you got Stocktaker who played Wii Fit for quite a bit. Thing is, though, that was pre this side B. So usually you try to go for some type of situation where you control them at ledge. And look at that. Like, it's a lot easier for Ardeo to put something out at ledge, pressure a jump, pressure a reaction, and then you can confirm off of them, or you can just keep putting him in really bad spots. Suarez hasn't been able to play the game.
So he was brought to 189% there, right? I can count on like 3 fingers how many neutral interactions he lost. He wasn't losing in neutral. He wasn't making mistakes. He was just getting Wii Fitted.
I was so hoping you were just gonna forget what you wanted to say after you could count. I was gonna say, oh, you're gonna go get ice cream.
It's like that one clip that Skiff posted where I said, I don't think, and then lost my
That was hilarious. That's what I was hoping for. Look at the way Ardeo's just controlling this, right? I like how Ardeo was consistently running in at first, but keeping just enough pressure on Suarez, because Yoshi has short, stubby hitboxes. They are great when they are in, but it's the fact that he has to get in. And you can't challenge that zoning with your own egg toss. Look at that. It only pressures slightly.
I don't, like, looking at this, Suarez is one of the best Yoshi players in the world. He was, like, number 49 on the original PGR. This looks almost impossible, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I think that...
Sure, he takes the stock right there, but Ardeo doesn't even have to approach to win neutral. He just wins neutral by standing there and watching.
Yeah, when you have a character who literally like can fight you from 2 character lengths away and still react to you accordingly, it makes it so much harder for brawler archetype characters to fight, because look at this. He's playing on shield, right? Usually this is pretty good. He's going to get pressure now. This is Yoshi's best stage for a reason. He has so much combo game and easy to reset. That doesn't matter that much against Wii Fit, because like you said, he's standing a whole 2 characters away, and even though Ardeo is taking a lot of damage right now, he's still not in a terrible position.
Like, there's that meme. I can't remember where I originally. I think it was probably about John Numbers, to be honest with you. But like, Wii Fit trainers have never seen center stage, and it's true, because right here, what is he to do? Every time he tries to approach, there's a soccer ball, there's a sun salutation, there's something flying at his face, or even then, Ardeo can catch his landings again with those short, stubby hitboxes. This should be a stock here, and no, it's okay. Yes, it is, but dude. What is he supposed to do?
Honestly, like, the main thing is, I think for a change, Suarez might actually have to find a smaller stage, because usually this is a fantastic stage for Yoshi, but he can't get in. It's a similar way of when you're, like, say, approaching against Young Link. I was about to say, or Ardeo could just give him the game. But
I thought Ardeo was about to forfeit right there.
Ardeo's just been playing immaculately. Like, they understand where my window of punish is, where my commitment options are, and why approach against somebody who's gonna outbeat me up close, especially at when they're not at KO percents, but at KO percent, that F tilt. Even if you roll behind, you can get knocked straight up. It's so good. That was a really well played game won by Ardeo.
No, that was absolutely beautiful, and I think what you said is his only avenue of escape from this. He needs a different stage. He needs a much smaller stage, but the problem is that Ardeo has 2 stage bans, meaning he can knock Small Battlefield and Smashville right out of there. And the next smallest stage after that, it's FD and PS2. He's just going to be stuck in the exact same situation he was in to start with.
Yep, there's no Yoshis here. There's no, and also along the line of someone getting a wider stage to play with, there's no Kalos or anything here too, so it's a lot more linear and straightforward as to what he's gonna have to pick, and that makes it easy for Ardeo to play around that. I can see something along the lines of, like you said, Smashville and Battlefield to probably take it away. So maybe a happy medium of Town and City, which is still a great stage for...
They're just running it back to PS2, dude.
All right.
Neither one of them left the arena.
I think that it just has to do with the fact that you can't get yourself to Smashville or Battlefield in this stage matchup. Suarez is just going to have to stay in. Like, that's really all he's got right now.
Right, I think you just hit the nail on the head, is he can't let Ardeo create space. As soon as Ardeo manages to create space between the two players, that's his win condition, is getting Suarez off. If Suarez can keep doing exactly what he's doing right now, actually, and just continuously hoist pressure right onto Ardeo and not let him get away, that's his win condition. But right now, Ardeo's created space. He's using his aerials and he's using the soccer ball to push Suarez off, and now Suarez is suddenly struggling again.
I'm a big fan of Ardeo's punish game. Like, Ardeo, like, he's one of those players that I am going to make you work for the neutral win, but when I do actually put you in disadvantage, he capitalizes fully every time. Like, he's
So
only Go ahead.
So I saw Ardeo for the first time literally 2 days ago when he made top 8 at Juice Box. He got 7th place, and that was the first time I'd seen him in any bracket ever. I was like, is this a Smurf? Because holy crap, this Wii Fit trainer's nuts.
And that just continues to play into what we've talked about every single tournament, right? There's so many players we just would not have seen prior. Oh, good coverage. Not only forcing him to go low, catch him with the fair, doesn't KO. Yeah, but he goes all the way out there. You can stall, but Yoshi can just follow you for so long out there, and it baits them to stay to go for the deep breathing.
Now getting caught by that soccer ball on retreat, and the soccer ball flying right back at him thanks to the sun salutation. Suarez stuck on ledge at 116%, struggling desperately to get back on the stage, and finally manages to do it past the onslaught coming his way, only to be grabbed and thrown right back off. Now deep breathing active yet again. He's one touch away from death, and there it is. Ardeo has a full stock lead over Suarez in game 2.
That was just a landing fair too. Like, just that whole ledge trap was just so perfectly played from Ardeo. He just kept him in the corner. Like you said, as soon as he finally got out, Ardeo said, I am not done with you yet. Get back to your room. Throws him right back in. Here's the big combos, but Ardeo just immediately retreats to the side. He needs to avoid the ledge trap from Suarez here. And Suarez needs to find like stuff like that, like the command grabs. Force him to respect you on shield, because Ardeo's just been chilling in it pretty freely lately.
That's the thing that Suarez is getting mega punished for, especially because it is a thing that a lot of Yoshis do, and for good reason, is they use the egg toss to get themselves onto ledge. They'll run off stage and put themselves on ledge to give themselves a little bit of invulnerability. That's a bad thing in this matchup. It's a good thing everywhere else. And so obviously Suarez has the habit of making good use of it, but right here it puts him in a bad situation and he has to not.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. That just takes away one of your best approach options, and it really just kind of makes you second guess. Yeah, at KO percent, especially around that window, it gets harder for KOs to come by for Yoshi. So that back air, my God, when we play Super Mario Strikers, came in just kicked the hell out of that ball.
But Suarez has taken the lead, 27% ahead and building, looking for the fair, not going to be able to connect with it, but imagine if that was how Suarez stole this game back. He's looking for the egg toss into the blast zone, and he's got him right where he wants him, but Ardeo with a grab to reset himself back to the advantage state. I love how I can't even call it neutral, because neutral is Wii Fit's advantage here.
Yeah, the entire, like, he doesn't even need to wait, just go straight up there for it. Suarez gets this game back off of what was a couple explosive openings, almost finds the spike off the ledge, but that was incredible, because Ardeo was constantly punishing Suarez for just taking any type of overcommitment on approach. Suarez finally finds the answer.
Yeah, no, that's honestly exactly what he needed to do, and that's what we were talking about in between the last game, is that Suarez just started rushing him down. He stopped giving him any, because Yoshis love to give you space, love to bait out approaches, and then love to punish set approaches. But right there, Suarez went, I'm done playing patiently. Come here, boy.
And it actually looks like we're seeing a stage switch up here, so it might actually be Ardeo looking for maybe removing platforms as a whole. Like if FD was left open, possibly go for that, because that makes it easier to control the landings of Suarez, or actually, for better yet, you could throw out those headers and be able to react easier if Suarez does find his opening in. I'm interested to see where they went to, because I think that last stage was that matchup was perfectly fine. Town makes a lot of sense. Is what I was saying before. I think that Wii Fit's good. Wait,
no.
Really?
Okay, so that was Ardeo's counter pick. And he took him to town, or sorry, to Smashville. That's such an interesting choice there.
And we can already see why. Do you see how Ardeo has changed the game already? He's not going for as many headers so much for zoning. He's actually been using dash attacks to approach and going for more grabs. He has completely conditioned Suarez into this reaction-based gameplay to the header, and now Ardeo gets to stay up close. He's taken no damage so far.
And this is scary. This is so scary for Suarez, especially now that was sure, it took 33 seconds, but it was still a 0 to death. And that's insane to be starting off game 3 of a top 8 match with a 0 to death.
Exactly.
Ardeo does take 69%. Suarez punishing the regrab with a fair, getting a I don't even have anything to say. Like, what an answer from Suarez to fire right back at Ardeo's face and say, hey, chill out, dude. I'm here too.
I love it. I love the way this is looking so far. And this is, it's great too because Suarez is doing exactly what we were saying would be necessary on this stage, right? He's finding he's been able to navigate past the zoning pressure easier. I am still thoroughly impressed by the way that Ardeo adjusted around that preemptively, knowing this is exactly how he would go here. So maybe it was an intentional bait to go to this stage. But I think in the long run, Ardeo needs to reestablish somewhat of that zoning game because Suarez, when he gets in, is capitalizing way bigger. And I like the fact that on the stock, we're seeing a lot more of the zoning and air-to-air pressure.
Good use of Sun Salutation there to punish Suarez's approach, and he's looking for that back air. Probably needs to get deep breathing back out in a second so that he can close out this stock, but right... That was such a weird interaction with that air dodge there, actually. I was not expecting that. But right now, Ardeo is in a great position yet again. But we saw him in a great position last game, too, before Suarez just decided he was done.
Ardeo is willing and ready to box, like, at all times. Oh, yeah, you better run away from that. Don't play anywhere near F-tilt while deep breathing's up. He catches the air dodge, and then he looks for another one right there. He actually reaches for a little bit more. The back air out of shield is going to get it again. But Suarez has him at KO percent, so Ardeo needs to be super careful here.
Suarez coming back to stage with that fair, and now he needs to take the stock now before Ardeo can get too much more extra credit, because at the
asking you shall
receive. Thank you so much, Suarez, for fulfilling my request right there, because down goes Ardeo, but with deep breathing active, just 2 hits brings him from 50 to 70. He's in trouble now if he doesn't manage to camp this the rest of the way out, but he does.
Who was it in the chat before that said they've never seen Wii Fit play at center stage before? Ardeo is amazing playing this game.
Maybe it really is the buffs. Maybe the days of John Numbers camping ledge for 7 minutes have passed us by.
You would be wrong. Because Sinji still exists in his region, therefore he must still hold the side.
Yeah. Honestly, you saw it too.
I'm telling you, man, that backer might do it. That's going to take it. That is currently 2 games up to Suarez right now. I'm telling you, Wii Fits play this game with the same level of tricks that Pac-Mans do. I think they're all secretly science teachers. They're lying. They work as professors. They know because the traps they come up with are nuts.
I'm gonna say something slightly controversial. I think Ardeo is playing on a Wii Fit balance board.
What?
How else could he be getting all of these these fit checks, you know? Ajax hitting me with the silent treatment.
Last. How do I unplug your mic for you from here?
I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Okay.
All right, we're getting into game number 4. Honestly, though, just the way that Ardeo is playing, I love the confidence. He's willing, one of the situations you don't want to be up against Yoshi is right up next to him. It's not a fun time, and we're gonna get a wider stage now because even though we were expecting Suarez to do extremely well on that stage because it's less zoning and easy to navigate around, and you could just kind of run along that center platform to get in a bit easier. Ardeo
as soon as the game started, Ardeo switched his game plan entirely and goes, "Oh, you want to take me here so that I can't zone you? Okay, I'll box you. It's easy. Watch this."
It's actually funny. That was Ardeo's counterpick. I think it was an intentional bait to establish you can't just run up on me and deal with me that way. And I that's huge because going into this game now, especially if Suarez wins, Like,
Game
now,
5,
now he's
yeah.
got to second guess it.
It's game 5 on Ardeo's counter pick, and Suarez will have to start off the game going, okay, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
I
But
didn't think he was gonna
that
manage
up
to
air
top on
there,
that.
going to get the screen KO to knock out Ardeo's first stock, and this is so much better start. Okay, I thought he died there for that. I was gonna say so much better start for Suarez than the rest of the games have been because he took the first stock. I think this is the first time he has done so.
Yeah, I think that's definitely gotta be feeling good after that. The hitboxes on Wii Fit are so annoying to deal with. They just jump at you, they linger for a decent amount. They have such good KO percent ability. Like that down air finds a big opening though.
Yoshi down air is mad good, dude. It does so much damage, and it's a great approach tool. Using the fair to stuff out the soccer ball on approach, and now he's pulling a little bit of a Wii Fit, you know? Just throwing those eggs from off stage. Ardeo going to catch him with that F tilt. How is he alive? How is Suarez alive?
Like he baited it too. He knew that air dodge was coming. That side B is one of those moves where you think you can punish it, and then you just don't, and it just aggravates you. Oh, he was trying to punish him with a spot dodge on the egg. That was so smart. He didn't get it, but I wish he did. That was gonna be such a good setup.
Suarez is playing chess while the rest of us are playing checkers, dude. Because that was I can't even like fathom thinking to go for that, and he did it right there. Now Suarez up 3 stocks to 1.
Right.
Still looking for even more extra credit at 185%. Not going to be able to find any more though, because that down tilt is going to take him out, but I think he got plenty. He's fine.
Yeah, you know Suarez is really figured something out here. Like, not only is he getting command grabs, I saw him get a normal Yoshi grab too, which is you never see. Look at this, he's mixing him up on shield. Oh, you're dead! That was such a great game from Suarez. He refused to let him sit in shield like he has been the last few games, and Suarez made him pay for it. I am so happy we're going to game 5. This set has been ridiculous.
And Suarez has figured something out, and yeah, that was a JV3 stock there, Ajax. There's no way on earth that Suarez. I'm in disbelief at the fact that Suarez went from like almost getting 3 stocked in game 1, now JV3 stocking Ardeo to bring it to game 5.
I think
Suarez so good.
No, I think it all came from at the very beginning. He was willing to box with him. He found the openings, and he found the lead. That was so important when he got that early stock because it made Ardeo have to somewhat commit, and that was a bit easier for Suarez to find those openings. Then on the very last stock, after he was pressuring him so much with short hop aerials, down airs, what did Suarez do? He command grabbed him and grabbed him over and over, which forced Ardeo to get on the move because he couldn't stay in shield. That was so important that Suarez established that. I'm dead set on paying attention to how active Ardeo actually sits in shield this game 5.
And now going into game 5 on small battlefield, it's definitely a similar stage to where Ardeo took him for game 3 on Smashville. So he's probably looking for the same for the same type of game, but Suarez is having none of it. Suarez is just rushing him down and stuffing him out in neutral, and he's doing a fantastic job of it. Now connecting with that up air, taking the lead.
Yeah, Ardeo really hasn't been able to find that same like success zoning. You see Suarez kind of running up and staying grounded now rather than jumping up. Granted, that time got hit by Sun Salutation, but if he can just shut down the zoning game, that's huge. Because Ardeo still looks really good here in game 5. I'm feeling very confident in the way he seems like he's adjusting around the gameplay. You just gotta watch out because he almost caught you landing on the up smash.
Right, and that's actually a huge credit to Ardeo's like integrity as a competitor, because not a lot of people can go from winning a set to getting almost 3 stocked and shake it off like this. Ardeo back out here.
I had to look back at the Twitch really quick to make sure I saw what I saw. I would never say buff Yoshi for many reasons, but what? Ardeo grabbed him out of his command grab in midair. He actually stopped the neutral B. So
yeah, Yoshi's deserve less, to be honest with you.
I mean, if you say that, you might get free residency over on Long Island because they're trying to ban them all. So you're preaching to the right stream for sure. But honestly, look, Ardeo getting aggressive out of that there. Almost catches him with the side B. The back air is going to finally close out the first stock, though.
Yeah, but 158%, especially with deep breathing on the board, I don't see Suarez living too much longer, and indeed he does not, because that's going to be a down tilt to catch him on the ledge. And now Ardeo looking to build up the damage, but going to be denied by that command grab.
And once again, see now he's starting. But I like what Ardeo's starting to do to adjust around that. Instead of kind of waiting passively, where he was just kind of sitting in the egg leg before. Now he's mashing quickly to stop any mix-ups from Suarez, which is kind of throwing Suarez off. And now he's caught him on the landing too. He's forced to commit to the air dodge. And he catches him with down tilt again. He's getting pressured so much here on the ledge.
Suarez being forced to go all the way back down off stage to recover his anything and get the even confidence to come back to stage. Now at 170%, he's just one hit away from losing this second stock and putting Ardeo poised to go face off against Wadi in winners finals.
Yeah.
Whoa, the soccer ball snipe.
My God, go down there and recover your hopes and dreams. This top 8 match is looking very difficult. Suarez has been very good at these type of percent windows. Like he's relatively clutch, especially we've seen it recently. He's been making a lot more top 8 appearances, but gets hit by the sun salutation. He's also fighting. Actually, wait, it doesn't count anymore. We're not on Buzz's stream. He might have a shot because you can't win on
There's no Yoshi curse here, dude. Going to get caught by the sun salutation, almost gets his shield broken. He's just a little bit too far to the right. He got so lucky there. Now he's in position to take this game. If he gets deep breathing active yet again and manages to hold on to it, could be curtains for Suarez, but he's definitely looking to make sure that that does not come to pass. Going way off stage with that fair, going to get the stock with 76% on the board. It's definitely possible, but he's going to have to play near perfect.
Yeah, you know, it is deep breathing. It is a very stressful situation, but this is also 2 interaction strings from Yoshi away from being even. Yoshi gets so much damage off of getting in. And look at Ardeo finding his way out again. That's huge because Suarez wasn't able to capitalize twice off of that.
That was so close to sniping him. Did you see that?
Yeah,
the little
he's
arc
so
of the
committed
ball?
to finding that. He's tried to go for that setup a few times now. That back air is going to take it, though. That's Ardeo taking it in a nail-biter for sure, 3-2. Gonna move on to fight Wadi in top 8, but that was so well played.
Yeah, no, that was...
I mean, in winners finals, not top 8.